Hello, and welcome to the Loft. It's been certainly a while since I've had folks out here in any frequency because of COVID and all the rest of that stuff, and there have been a lot of changes since the last time I've done a walkthrough, so I thought I'd give a quick tour just to show everybody what's going on up here. The Loft is the top room of our house. It's a 15.5 by 10 foot wide room. As you can see, it's pretty small, and it's dedicated just to listening to two-channel music. There's some room treatments, including some QRD13 diffusers on the ceiling, some absorption at the first reflection points, and diffusion and bass traps in the back, and all that kind of stuff to try to give it the nicest tone that it can have. If you look at the back left corner of the room, you can see that it opens up down to the floor below, so it is a relatively open space. And then moving behind the listening position, you can see kind of a quick summary of what gear we have up here today. I'm going to walk you through the entire system from source to output to loudspeakers. So here we go. Music comes into the loft from 2 floors below via an Intel NUC that's connected to a Synology NAS. So that Intel NUC is running Roon server, and it pushes the music up through this little Unify switch. And that is an AudioQuest Forest cable that goes into this little Raspberry Pi. This Raspberry Pi 4 is running an operating system called VTOS from Silent Angel, and it makes it a particularly good network to USB adapter or transport, if you like. That USB signal goes out of the Raspberry Pi and into this iFi audio DAC. This is the iFi Neo iDSD. It's quite a nice little DAC. It's about 600 or 700 bucks. Handles pretty much every format that you can imagine. Analog signal goes out of the iFi DAC via some XLR cables from our friends over at Straightwire into this beautiful Parasound JC2 BP preamplifier. From the Parasound preamplifier, the audio takes a couple of different paths. XLR out of the Parasound goes, follow the cable here, goes into a wired for sound monoblock amplifier. And RCA out of the JC2 goes into this KEF KC62 subwoofer. And it's the same story on the other side as well. Loudspeakers, driven by the wired for sound, are the KEF LS50 Metas. So that's the whole system from start to finish. In this little room, it sounds quite nice. Listening position from ear to tweeter is about 6 feet 10 inches, and the speakers are probably about 6 feet apart. So that gives you kind of a quick tour of what's going on. I'm not going to play music for you just now, but this gives you a sense. I'm hoping that once COVID lifts and we're all able to get together with more frequency, I can have a number of you out here to hear the system in person. Of course, by the time you come, the system may change. Things are always changing up here in the loft, but I wanted to share with you what's up here today. Thanks for watching.